It would seem that Claude Monet during his life would have made about 2,000 paintings without pastels, drawings and sketches. That Picasso would have made a total of 120,000 works, boasting himself of having painted up to 7 canvases in a single day. For me, the right question is different. How many works should an artist make in a lifetime? Is there a good average? And above all, how many should he leave behind, considering that they really deserve to survive him? The times are not so long ago when the production of painters and sculptors were not measured in quantity. The quality expected by the sponsors was primordial, and the history of art is riddled with questioning or refusal of purchases during the order. Many evictions and disgraces of artists are no longer counted. Some produced very little, which did not prevent them from enjoying notoriety or financial affluence. Leonardo da Vinci or Vermeer of Delft are the perfect examples. Other heavy workers were more productive, but all of them were accountable to their financiers. They could not sacrifice quality to quantity. Another good question, knowing that a work of art in the strict sense of the law is considered a work of the mind, must be unique, made by hand. How do these shopkeepers spread hundreds or thousands of unique works of the same subject today? Is it of any interest to flood the world market with parts of questionable quality? On the contrary, could it not serve all the professions in the artistic field? For example, since the invention of digital expression, we have seen editions flourish on all commercial sites. Using the term lithography to better sell a junk that has absolutely nothing to do with a real lithographic print. Lithography is regulated. It must be made by the artist manually, printed, numbered and in limited quantities, so by diverting the original meaning of the word lithography, some pass off as an original work of art, a vulgar poster printed in offset or digital. In the long term, isn't it better to have to deal with an artist known for his seriousness, whose rating is maintained thanks to the scarcity of his works that are preserved by his collectors and descendants? I must have missed an episode in this race for current vanities, and my ignorance in the field of displaying one's own person meant that I did not understand anything about this high-level sport. It seems that it is now taught in art schools under the sweet term of arts and communications. You are taught clarity, legibility, conceptuality, installation, performances, and sounds of art. When I think I missed all this, I do not know if I will recover. I have always been very rigorous and uncompromising in the selection of my works presented to the public. Either I believe that what I have created is worth continuing, or I make it a fireplace. Art has often warmed me better than nourished. For the moment, after more than 50 years of artistic practice, I estimate all my production combined at about 1,000 works in total, which is very little, therefore very rare. Lithographs, screen prints, engravings. These means of expression in their own right I learned with humility and modesty from authentic masters. They whispered in my ear their lessons, letting me penetrate their secrets. Adding to this the research conducted in watercolor, pastel, acrylic, and sculpture, I think that having all these techniques linking my profession makes me more free and inventive. I can respond to my creative fantasy and ramblings with ease. At any moment the mind expands and everything becomes possible. For this reason, I think I am a kind of dinosaur disguised as a current artist, an unprotected endangered species. Many of my amateurs know my small productivity and thus become buyers, investors, winners over time. I have always deliberately ignored the race for quantity. The years will judge if quality is required.